This is something that law enforcement and prosecutors take very seriously.
All right. Well, moving on to Kyle Chrisley. As we know, his family, his mom, or his stepmom, excuse me, and his father are both in prison, but now he has been arrested. So a representative for Tennessee's Rutherford County Jail told us that he was booked for felony aggravated assault on March 13th. He was released after posting a $3,000 bond, but it gets pretty dark. So his boss said that Kyle assaulted him by striking him multiple times in the face and upper body. The victim stated that the defendant also displayed a fixed blade knife and threatened to kill and stab him. The police report, it said that they observed injuries to the victim's head, neck, and hand to include bruises and lacerations. Witnesses were also on the scene. He has long had some mental health and substance abuse issues. He has a 10-year-old daughter who was living with Todd and Julie, and he lost custody of her after his addiction and his 2013 arrest, which he was charged for assault. His half-sister Savannah now has custody of his daughter. So if convicted for this, how much prison time could he face for felony aggravated assault?
No, this is very serious. In Tennessee, you're looking at a minimum of 3 years, potentially a max of 15. So this is a very serious offense. This is not simple assault. This is a misdemeanor or even a low-level felony. This is something that law enforcement and prosecutors take very seriously.
Yeah. So what exactly is felony aggravated assault? Is that the worst type of assault that you can be charged with?
Yeah, it's bad. It requires something more, and that something more is inflicting serious bodily injury, which may have happened here. Use of a deadly weapon, and of course, brandishing a knife qualifies. Making those criminal threats to kill someone, or criminal history. And unfortunately, we know Kyle has some pretty significant criminal history here.
Right. What's the difference between felony aggravated assault and attempted murder then? Because if he has a knife and he has a weapon, how do they kind of differentiate the two?
Yeah, so attempted murder, it requires the intent to kill or inflict serious bodily harm. So you certainly can charge attempted murder if, for instance, there's a stabbing or something to that effect. So that would be the next level up in terms of potential charges that can be filed.
Interesting. So if he were try to get custody back of his daughter after all this, he probably wouldn't stand a chance at this point.
Probably not. I mean, this is someone that's likely going to do some prison time. He's already lost custody, because not only you're dealing with violence issues, you have substance abuse issues, there may be mental health issues. There's a lot going on. So I wouldn't expect a judge to give Kyle custody back, unfortunately.
Right. Well, speaking of the daughter, she is now in custody with Savannah, who is taken over custody, as well as her teen brother, Grayson, since her parents were sentenced to prison. So before her parents went to jail, what type of steps maybe did Savannah have to take to become the legal guardian of Chloe and her brother?
Yeah, so Savannah would have to go to a judge and ask for custody. And really, when a judge makes that determination, he or she looks at the best interest of the child. So usually judges like to place minor children with a family member, an aunt like Savannah. So that's what happened here, especially when there's so many legal problems with other folks in the family.
For more news content and exclusive interviews, make sure to hit the sub, like, and bell button down below and visit usmagazine.com.